Hello students, welcome for the new session. This is July to December 2021. So welcome to all of you and best of luck for this new session and welcome to all. So this is the subject of data structure. This is code of CS 303. So actually this subject comes into the second year, third semester for the computer science engineering students. So I just give overview of this subject. Means that what content we covered in this subject and what type of assignment I give you and what is the scheme of that subject and different experiment we have to discuss in this whole subject regarding the overview of this subject. So in this today's lecture, today just like a subject overview is there in which we discuss all these things regarding this. So come to the next slide. So in this, first of all, I give you some outlines. So what things we have to discuss in this lecture? Okay. So first one is prerequisite of the course. Prerequisite just like what we need to start this subject. Okay. So some prerequisites are there. Course objective. So why we taught to you this subject of data structure. So what is the course object actually? So this is a data structure, very important subject is there. So firstly we describe different objectives there for the subject of data structure and what scheme we follow regarding the prescribed by the RGPV. So we have a scheme and what credits are there, so we will discuss also. And syllabus, what content we discuss in the whole syllabus. So also syllabus is there. List of experiment. Actually, RGPV not defined any prescribed number of elements for the subject of data structure, but we defined some experiment in the whole semester. We complete all the experiment which I define you. Okay, which I explain with you. And course outcomes. What will be what you will learn by this whole subject. So this is the course outcomes, what you learn by this course. So we will also discuss in this lecture. Research scope. Actually data structures are a very important subject where research scope is there. So in a research students like a phd scholar, research scholar, we can say. So they are also using this type of things like data structure, methodology, algorithm, different type of thing they are using. So some references also there. References means that what type of books, what books and what contents we will use in this subject. So different references are there. So I tell you this type of books you have to refer. So we will discuss. Okay. So come to the next thing, and then these are the outlines. Just but many things are there in this course. Okay. So these are the just outline just for the simplify of this subject whole in a totality. In a totality, we can say this is the subject. It's a very important to all the computer science engineering students. So you have to concentrate on that subject and learn carefully. Okay. So prerequisite means it means what we required actually for this course. Whenever you start data structure, so what things you have to remember, what things you have to learn previously. So first one is actually you have idea about the programming language. In which language you learn data structure. Suppose in a data structure we have many algorithms are there, different structures are there where we can organize data, but in which language you want to implement of that algorithm. So you have just idea about the programming language. Logic building skills. Second one, logic building means that you have to create some programs and in your mind how to do this. So some logics you can build it and then solve the problem. Improve your analytic and logical skill to approach towards the problem. So you have just thinking, you have just thinking, just logical thinking and just analytical skills you have. So by which you can approach that how can solve this type of problem. So you have just approachable skills should be there. Fundamental concept of mathematics so clear. Actually, this is important part, because in a computer science student, all the computer science students should aware about the mathematical concept. So without mathematics, I think nothing possible in computer science. So you have just idea some mathematical concept, about the to understand terms and data structure. So it's a compulsory part. Course objective. It means that what is the object, why we learn it, why we are uh, means that why we are working in the data structure. Okay, so why we need this data structure, what are our objective for that course, why we design this type of course, this type of subject. Actually RGPV design data structure, so it will be updated time to time. So why we design this course, what is our concept and objective. So understand and remember algorithm, its analysis procedure. Actually, in which we enclose or different type of algorithms are there to solve some problem and analyze something. So how to analyze any problem? So you have to remember, you have to design an algorithm. So behind this course, objective object is that to remember some algorithm. Introduce the concept of data structure through ADT, including list stacking queue. So its object also is there, the concept of data structure. Actually we are using list, stack, queue. So different data structures methods are there, means just like a organization method, how to handle data actually in a computer. So there are some methods are there to introduce various techniques for representation of the data in the real world. So in the real world, how we can represent data, how we can store data, how we can suppose that I have some data there. So how can represent that data into the to the real world. So we have different organization methods are there. So for that we introduce this subject that is called data structure. So where different organization methods are there by which we can represent our data in different manner to design and implement various data structure algorithms. So for that we have multiple algorithms are there. This is the core object of this subject, means that to design some algorithm. So how to solve a problem. So for that we design an algorithm. So this is the core objective. So this is the scheme prescribed by the RGPV. In which scheme you can see this is the code of CS303 data structure. This is the theoretical subject as well as practical also. Is that clear? So in the theory subject, we have enter final examination 20 marks, mid exam 20, sorry, final exam 70 marks, mid exam 20 marks, which stands for totality and practical, final practical 30 marks, then like that. So total marks is 150. So in this lecture 3 and total credit is 4. Okay. So this is the offline scheme actually. But nowadays during the COVID-19 pandemic, so in that we use online structure. Okay, so in that online we use some different type of credits are there, but we follow all the credit process of the RGPV. So there is no problem. So 4 credit of that subject. So I talk about what subject, what content we deliver and what content we covered in the whole subject of the data structure. So I just explain some important points are there unit by unit. So in a first unit, we actually describe 3 things are there, like data structure and its operations. Means that we have to define what is data structure, its classification, and different type of operation we perform on data structure. And linear data structure also, linear and non-linear different type of data structure are there, but in first unit we talk about only linear data structure. So we have different type of linear data structure like array, linked list, circular linked list, doubly linked list are there. And also finally we work on the application of linked list. So polynomial is the application of linked list. So that's why we work on polynomial and how can store polynomial into the computer memory by using the linked list. So polynomial, this is the application of linked list. So we will also talk about in that. In second unit, we cover all these things like stack and different operations we perform on stack, like pop and post. Two operations are there. So we will talk about in that. And also application of stack means that where we are using a stack. So like prefix notation, infix notation, postfix notation. So these are the notation to represent a expression. Actually, generally, all of you know expression just like a infix notation. But how to convert infix notation into prefix notation and prefix notation to postfix notation? But by using the stack. So these are the application of stack. And Q also talk about in the second unit. Q and its operation. Its operation like how to delete, how to insert an element into Q. So we have two ends are there in Q, like rear and front. Two ends are there. So we will talk about regarding the Q. It's an important data organization method where we can organize our data using queue and stack also. Implementation of queue, we can implement a queue in a different manner, like we will use a circular queue, a priority queue. So we can change a queue in different manners. So these are the implementation of queue. And also talk about application of queue. So different application, you know about application of queue, like whenever you see you want to take a ticket of cinema, so all the persons standing in a queue to take a ticket from the ticket window. Okay, so that person first come, then first it will take a ticket and out from there. Okay, so second person again come to that ticket window and come to out. So first one, first one, first out. It means that so queue actually work on FIFO concept. First in, first out. Those person come firstly and it will take ticket first and then go to the cinema. Okay. And stack actually work on first and last out. First and last out. That person comes into the first and it will out from that stack lastly. So we will discuss about that. Different methods are there, different application, different example is there of stack and queue also. So talk about it second unit. In the third unit, totally work on non-linear data structure. Actually, this is the non-linear data structure where we work tree and its terminology. Means that tree and its smaller definitions are there, like a terminal node, like a root node, what a branch, what a forestry. So different terms are there, left subtree, right subtree. So all the terminology we will discuss. And after that tree, we have a refinement of tree that is called BST, binary search tree. That is important tree. After tree, we come to the BST and its operation. And other refinement of BST is called ABL tree. ABL also a refinement of BST tree. And then different trees there, heap trees there. So we will talk about on that. And some special trees are there. So we will like a red black tree, B plus tree, B star tree. So all the trees are special type of tree in data structure. But all these tree actually work for the organization of data, where we can arrangement of data in a different manner. So in a red black tree, we are also arranging of data. B plus tree, B star tree, all the tree are using for the arrangement of data, but its working, its operation, they are different. And finally, we will compare all the trees. So compare actually, how can compare all these trees? Like first one, so two parameter mostly we have to use it. First one is space complexity. Second one is time complexity. Which algorithm take more space and which take more time? So by this, according these things like complexity, time and space complexity, we can compare all the trees. Fourth unit, graph and its classification. So graph, this is also called non-linear data structure. Okay, so in a graph we also work on that. So its classification and graph traversal methods are there. BFS, DFS, breadth first search, depth first search. So all the traversal method are there. So traversal means that in a graph number of nodes are there. So how can traverse from one node to another node? How can traverse? How can reach from one node to another node? So two methods are there for that, BFS and DFS. Graph algorithm. So in a graph, we have different algorithm are there, but its working is different. Suppose you want minimum spanning tree. Spanning tree means that in a graph, you want to reach from one node to another node. So what will be shortest path? Minimum spanning tree, which path is shortest from A to D? So how can find this is minimum spanning tree? So in which we find minimum shortest route from where we reach from A to D. So that is called minimum spanning tree. So in that case, we use Kruskal and Prism. Two algorithms are there. Use it. And Dijkstra's shortest path algorithm also. This is graph algorithm. It's a very important algorithm in most of the final exams of BTech. In the Dijkstra's shortest path algorithm comes in a different flavor, like it's a theoretical questions or like numerical questions. So all these things comes into the final examination. So Kruskal and Prim algorithm also as well as important algorithm. So different applications of graph, we'll talk about it. Actually, in data structure, each and every unit we have applications like stack, like queue, like linked list, like graph. So all these things we have a application. Application, it means that where we are using these type of data structure. So that is called application. Like graph, where we are using graph. So that is called application of graph. So we will talk about application of graph. And this is the last unit of that data structure, that is sorting methods. So different sorting algorithms are there. So first of all, I tell you what is means of it, why we need sorting of the data. Actually, data, when we gather data, when we collect data from different sources, but after the collection of data, we have to sort the data. It's a mandatory to all. We have to sort it first of all, because sorting either in ascending order and descending order. So that's how we can search data in an easy way. In that case, whenever you sort the data, so in that case your searching will be very fast. It means that your time not time consuming process, so time will be too short. So in that case, whenever you sort the algorithm, so different algorithms are there, different methods are there, like bubble sort, quick sort, selection sort, merge sort. So different algorithm are there. And then searching is there. So searching after sorting, you can do searching. So searching may be in different manner, like sequential search. So whenever we use a data without sorting data, whenever we use, so in that case we use searching sequential search. So in that case, too much time it will take. So other method is binary search, where data should be in a sorting format. Data in a sorted format, so you can search data by using this binary search algorithm. So two methods are there for the searching. After that, case study, it's a much compulsory part of this subject. Actually, after completion of all the topics of related with data structure, so we prepare, all the student would prepare a case study. It means that case study means that we use all the data structure wherever applicable. Which data structure applicable? So we using the data structure in other domain, like in an operating system, how can you use it a data structure? In a database management system, how we can use it? In a computer network, how we can use it? So we will prepare a case study according to topic, according to domain. So in a different domain we use data structure, but not use all type of data structure. Which data structure applicable, it will use it in different domain. So after this completion of this course, we will do this type of things. That is called case study. So some suggested experiments are there. We talk about all these experiment, but all the experiment related with the topic. So like in the first one, so this is the array data structure we use. So insertion deletion done on array. Second one also, this is also simplest topic, find to palindrome. Either you can use array or in a simple program you can do this. Okay, and in which language you can do this, there is no problem. Which language you know, that is not important part. Suppose you are using a C language, C++, Java, and Python also. In any language you can do this. After that, queue, perform queue operation, and then also some application like application of stack, convert infix expression to postfix expression. So in that case also you can use it any other language, any language you can use it. Ascending descending order to sorting algorithm we use in that. And evaluate, this is again stack application we will use here. And tree traversal, and a tree in order, pre-order, post order, so different traversal method of tree we can work on that, and find some algorithm and implement in any language. Heap sort and insertion sort, so these are algorithm we work on that. But firstly we confirm that in which language you are doing. So most of the students, those comes into the third semester, so actually most of the students know about the C and C++, so we will work on that, there is no problem. So it's a very important topic where we can work on that. Okay, so how to teach. So whole subject we will teach in three manner, like webinar, video lectures, lecture notes, and all these things. So webinar, it means that webinar is there by using some lectures. We will work on that. Video lecture. Before webinar, I give you a video lecture, so you can see video lecture, and then you can ask any question regarding this video lecture into the webinar. And also I provide you lecture notes. Lecture notes may be in PPT, either PDF or document file, any in any format maybe. So I will provide different all the lecture notes regarding the video lecture and webinar. So firstly, concern I give you lecture notes, and then video lectures, and then attend the webinar. So all of you attend the webinar because we cover all the video lectures in the webinar. So whenever you see my video lectures, so all the video lecture we will discuss in the according to video lecture we will take a webinar. So learning outcomes of this lecture, actually finally we learn all these things regarding the data structure, and then after finally learning outcomes, what we learn after this course. So learning outcomes are determine and demonstrate works and programs. Actually, this is the totally programming and logical concept subject where we perform operation on data structure. So when we implement any program using data structures algorithm, so we can find bugs in the program, find different type of errors is there, so we can find it, and we can comfortable with that. How can find programs errors, and how can recognize what is needed for that program. So all these things we can do this. Select appropriate data structures. Actually, after this subject you can find it which data structure you have to use it, which data structure applicable at that position. So you can comfortable, and you can find, you can select appropriate data structure. Implement appropriate sorting searching algorithm. You can comfortable with that. After this course, find it which sorting method, which searching method you have to use it to find a solution of a problem. Implement operation on various data structures. So we also work on that. Different operations we can perform on different data structure, like array, linked list, and stack, queue, graph, tree. So on all the data structure we perform all the operation are also implemented by using a particular language. We can implement it. So this is research scope also of this subject. Research scope, how I can elaborate you. So role of data structure in multiple disciplines means that in research area where suppose some person working in the biological field and someone work into the other physics and someone work in chemistry, but in all the disciplines we use a data structure. Actually in all the fields we have used some algorithm also, and we have some data also. So how can organize data, how can represent data, so that should be used by using the data structure to organize analysis of data. And also we in a research area it's an important part where organization and analysis of data, it's an important part of any research area. So this is also done by the data structure to compute time and space complexity of problem. Data structure also help to all the scholars, all the research scholars, where we can find space and time complexity of that particular problem. Research scope also in data mining and warehousing also. In data mining and data warehousing, where we can find a data. In data mining we have some data and then find out some results using the data. We perform some algorithm, we perform some methods, and then mining the data. And where we data stored in a data warehouse we use for that. So in a research area of data mining, data warehousing, so almost we use data and how to organize data, how to analyze data. So totally work on data. So data mining and data warehousing is an important research area where we are working in of the data structure. So these are reference books are there. So like Tannenbaum, it's an important book for the data structures using also and implementation in that book C and C++, and Cruise. It is also data structure and programming in C. And this is also Som series outline books, Som series by Tata McGrail. So it's also important. So three are some reference books are there, but these are not restricted, not limited. You can use other book also, but they are from my concept, from my side, these are better book to understand data structure. After the data structure you can follow any other book also, but for this syllabus or for this semester you can prefer these books. Okay, so I think this is from my side. So thank you so much, thanks to all of you to give your time to patience and listen to me carefully. And thanks to all of you. So after this course summary, subject summary, I will take next lecture of the first unit, like introduction of data structure. So in the first unit of introduction of data structure, in which first of all we cover what do you mean by data structure, what are data structure, and different operations performed on data structure, and how we can classify the data structure. So totally theoretical part of data structure, what is this and how can elaborate it. So all of you prepare for that and think about it, what is data structure, and join next lecture, introduction of data structure. So till then, thank you so much, thanks a lot.